That quirky habit everyone laughs about? It might not be a personality trait. Sometimes what looks normal is actually your brain sending an SOS signal. Here are 8 behaviors that seem relatable but are actually red flags. Statistically, you're experiencing at least one right now. Let's get into it. Number 1. The skin archaeologist. You're watching TV and suddenly realize you've been picking at that tiny bump on your arm for 20 minutes. It's bleeding. This isn't just a bad habit. It's excoriation disorder, compulsive skin picking. Your brain screams, "Fix this now," and your hands obey. During the act, there's strange relief, but afterward, shame, guilt, scars. This is often linked to anxiety, OCD, or trauma. Your brain creates a problem it can control, your skin, because the world feels too overwhelming. Number 2, the mental time traveler. It's 2 a.m. You're lying in bed replaying an awkward conversation from 3 years ago, or you're scripting future conversations that will never happen. That's rumination. Your brain is stuck in a loop, trapped in past or future. It thinks, if I replay this moment one more time, I can solve it. But it never does. It just makes you feel worse. Studies show people who ruminate are far more likely to develop major depression. Your brain isn't thinking. It's crashing. Number 3, the emotional ghost. You tell someone exciting news and they just stare. Oh, cool. Or maybe you're that person. Your best friend is crying and you feel nothing. This is emotional blunting. Your brain's emotional response system is broken, like a volume knob turned all the way down. This happens with severe depression or PTSD. From the outside, you seem chill, but inside you're screaming, begging to feel anything. You feel like a robot watching life through a foggy window. This isn't resilience. It's a sign something is deeply wrong. Number 4, the disaster director. You send a text, no response for an hour. A normal brain thinks, they're busy. Your brain produces a disaster movie where they hate you and you're going to die alone. This is catastrophic thinking. Your boss sounds slightly annoyed. You're convinced you're getting fired and will end up homeless. This isn't just worrying. Your brain takes a tiny spark and turns it into a 5-alarm fire. It's a hallmark of generalized anxiety disorder, where your brain's threat detection system is broken, seeing danger everywhere. It's not preparing you for the worst. It's torturing you with fiction. Number 5, the approval addict. Your coworker gives you mild feedback, and your chest tightens like you've been physically hit. Someone doesn't immediately respond to your message, and panic floods in. I've ruined everything. They're done with me. Welcome to rejection sensitivity dysphoria, RSD for short. It's incredibly prevalent in ADHD brains. Think of it as an emotional smoke detector that goes off when you burn toast. The tiniest social misstep feels catastrophic. Here's the kicker. You don't even need actual rejection. Someone looking at their phone instead of you can trigger a full meltdown. Your nervous system treats social pain exactly like a broken bone. The result? You become a people-pleasing machine, bending over backward to avoid even the possibility of disapproval. Number 6, the ritual prisoner. Before leaving home, you check if the door is locked. Then you check again, and again, 7 times total, or you restart the whole sequence. Maybe you need your coffee mug at a specific angle every morning, and if it's off by even a millimeter, dread washes over you. Sounds a bit quirky, right? Except it's not quirky when it controls your life. This is OCD in action. These rituals aren't about preference or being particular. They're your brain holding you hostage with the belief that disaster strikes if you don't comply. You might count steps while walking, tap door frames a certain number of times, or mentally repeat phrases to neutralize intrusive thoughts. Each ritual brings momentary calm, but the relief is a lie. Minutes later, the anxiety returns, demanding you do it all over again, maybe even more intensely. It's exhausting, time-consuming, and feels impossible to escape. Number 7, the choice. Paralytic Netflix is open. You've been scrolling for 40 minutes, still haven't picked anything. At the grocery store, you're frozen in front of the cereal boxes while other shoppers awkwardly navigate around you. A waiter asks for your order, and suddenly your mind goes blank. What if you choose wrong? What if the dish is terrible and everyone silently judges your decision-making skills? Welcome to decision paralysis, where your brain treats every choice like defusing a bomb. It's not about being indecisive or picky. Your brain is frantically calculating every possible negative outcome, searching for a guarantee that doesn't exist. The paralysis spreads everywhere. What career path to take, whether to end a relationship, which apartment to rent. Big decisions, small decisions, they all trigger the same freeze response. Life passes by while you're stuck waiting for absolute certainty. Number 8. The human slot machine. You just drained your bank account on something completely unnecessary. Or maybe you walked out of your job mid-shift with no plan whatsoever. Booked a last-minute trip you can't afford? Sure, why not? You tell yourself you're spontaneous, adventurous, living in the moment. But here's the truth. Your brain's brake pedal is missing. This is impulse control disorder, and it's not about being fun or carefree. Most people have an internal pause button, a split second where they think, hold on, is this smart? Your brain skips that step entirely. The urge appears, and boom, you've already acted. No consideration of consequences, no weighing options. This shows up as shopping sprees that lead to crushing debt, eating until you're physically ill, or rage outbursts that obliterate your closest relationships. The pattern is always the same. Act now, regret later. Your brain has lost its ability to recognize risk, and you're left dealing with the wreckage. These aren't just funny labels for our quirks. They're windows into how our brains are wired, and how that wiring sometimes gets crossed. If you recognize one of these patterns, you're not broken, dramatic, or weak. Your brain is just sending a signal, a very loud, very persistent signal that it needs help. And the first, most powerful step? Simply listen.